Yay! That'll be fun.
Imogen. He's a-connectional. He just doesn't connect to anybody. I love you.
Aww. Thank you to HUEL for sponsoring this video. More on them in just a bit. Hello there, you lovelies, citizens of the Reject Nation. We're here to watch the Season 2 finale, 7 and 8 of Heartstopper Season 2. There's something very important I want to explain to you guys up front. Full transparency is that March and April is going to be the busiest months for me already when it comes to everything that's already coming out. And if I don't just film reactions and then call it a day, there's like a whole bunch of things before and after that are handled here. And additionally with Heartstopper, I feel like it's just going to get kind of lost in everything. So I just wanted to tell you guys that we will finish Heartstopper. We are going to do it. We're aware there's a movie coming out. So I know not everyone's going to be happy with this. I imagine most of you guys won't be. I do feel like it would be best for us, for our mentality, and additionally for the channel as well, if we do wait to do Season 3 closer to the release date of the movie, which is supposed to come out this year. So we'll do Season 3 in lead up to it. So like many of you guys who watch Season 2, you had to wait a while to watch Season 3. So we're going to wait a while to watch Season 3 as well. We're going to do it leading right into the movie. Promise you we will do it no matter what, okay? I just wanted to be upfront with you because it's already kind of busy and we know we'll get lost in the shuffle with everything else that's already going on. And frankly, I don't want to just like power through and look like unnecessarily tired on camera here with you guys. So I hope you guys will understand. Hopefully. I always get nervous trying to explain something like that, but we just gotta do it for the next couple months. So thank you guys. And it'll be better in the long run for everybody. And it'll be more exciting for us too to watch Season 3 than go into the movie. It'll be more exciting for everybody. And hopefully everything is copacetic in the end. Let's find out how this feedback goes. Turning all that off my brain now and just getting lost in the episode with all you guys now.
Girls, are you awake? It's almost midday.
Diegetic music.
Oh, they're more than awake.
You know Granny would have a heart attack if she knew I was letting your girlfriend sleep over.
Granny would have a heart attack if she knew I was a lesbian.
But it's about the principle. No sleepovers tonight.
Uh-oh.
I should probably go, but I don't want you to.
Was that a Taylor Swift folklore? Yeah, look at that.
I'll be fine.
Oh, all the kids are gonna be fine. I bet, did they just give him the phone to take actual pictures during shooting? Like
It's a vibe, it seems like. It's probably a good call.
It's kind of a cool way to be in character, I suppose. Yes!
This guy.
Yes! Flick that push.
Why is he the most evil person in the world?
Oh! Here, you're queer. Get used to it. Dude, got the moves, Tao.
You're in a good mood.
Yeah.
Anything I should know about?
Me and Elle decided to get together.
He's a fan of A Clockwork Orange.
Oh, I have to call Papa to tell her the news, and then I have to call Auntie Lee and Auntie Sang.
we're not.
It's a messed up movie.
We haven't talked about actually being boyfriend and girlfriend.
Oh, we've all been waiting for this day.
I mean,
Oh my god. We're picking out the stationery.
I feel like it's gonna happen.
It's gotta happen. Shake.
That's the most natural lighting the show has done.
Sorry.
Normally they try to do
Dad
some
called
like
to come for
extra
dinner
color
next week.
for it.
Dad's coming to visit. Sick.
Could we invite Charlie over?
Sick.
That's a lovely idea.
What, you're joking?
Yes, we can invite his parents and his sister, make a proper dinner party out of it.
Yay! That'll be fun. That'll be fun for everybody.
Do you have a girlfriend you'd like to invite, David?
Ooh, you only got your hand.
Haha, Pamela Hand.
You should have come. It was really fun.
My summer is for sleeping, not visiting old museums.
Wow.
Yes!
Oh,
That's all it
wheel
is.
control.
Stop it!
Me too.
We've been invited to Nick's for a dinner party.
Mum will love that.
What do you mean?
She's not exactly Nick's biggest fan, is she?
Oh, you're coming too.
Maybe this will help her see how great he is.
You read the no, you.
You read one of them. You got to turn the read receipts off. How everyone's gonna know she's gay?
Dude. Big journey. Oh, everyone's on the group chat. The whole gang except Autumn. Oh, he's thinking better of it. No, just say congratulations. Just say congratulations.
Nothing wrong with that.
That's fair. There you go, buddy. Both. You have a place in my heart.
You guys are responding so fast.
This is the ideal group chat. Not like any of the real group chats that are just overwhelming.
Damn, look at that car.
Dude, there's a ghost Pokemon lurking around here. What's so putrid at home?
I'm gonna catch up with you in a bit. I said I'd meet up with James.
We're gonna kiss! Good luck!
They're just gonna do stuff as friends.
I don't think he's told anybody what happened.
Hey, it's gotta be its own whole
Prom.
realization.
Why didn't you tell me, buddy?
You know, I just didn't think they'd be ready for me.
I know how you are, John.
That's right.
Look, the lining matches my dress. It's perfect.
Yes! All right, okay.
God, those sequins.
Love Charlie.
I do too. He's so... Oh, a lot to say to you.
I think I'm gonna go to prom.
No.
Yeah. Would you like to be my prom date?
I'm so nervous to ask my boyfriend to go to prom.
Really? I don't know, maybe it's stupid.
Yeah,
No, it's
wanna
not.
Make it real at home.
We might get a lot of attention, and I don't want to wear matching suits.
I don't either.
That's good. Yeah, you each gotta glow it up.
This one's pretty.
Ooh, gorgeous.
I don't think it's the one.
What's the deal with this exhibition thing anyway? They like your art enough to exhibit it, but they still can't tell you if you've got in. You got in, didn't you?
Maybe it's.
Oh,
Don't tell
she was
the
afraid
others.
to tell him.
Yeah.
I don't know how Tao will take it. I just haven't decided yet.
Okay.
Die.
Oh my god! You look amazing.
Oh.
I don't know if I can afford it. I haven't got much left after Paris.
No, it's fine. I've got some change.
Do you like it?
How much change will it cost?
I think $6.50.
Oh, what real ones? Everyone's just pitching in for your outfit?
That's enough. Take it.
Oh.
I've never had friends like that.
Nope.
So I'm guessing you don't feel the same about me then?
I don't know how I'm supposed to feel when I have a crush on someone.
Oh.
You know, I read all these books where people fall in love, and I still have absolutely no idea.
That's relatable.
I thought that I might feel that way about you, but then we kissed, and I just knew that I didn't.
Oh, boy. That's good to be able to know that, though.
It's hard to hear.
I think there might be something wrong with me.
No?
There's nothing wrong with you. You probably just haven't found the right person yet.
Yeah.
Oh. Supportive.
Something definitely happened.
Can you guys just shut up?
Uh-oh.
Look, I get that you don't think my life is interesting unless I have some kind of romantic drama going on, but I'm sorry to break it to you, I don't like him back.
Damn.
You can all carry on with your day now.
Isaac.
No, I'm sorry, I'm fine. I don't want to talk about it.
We do talk about it.
We don't talk about it. That's a big moment. That's akin to him, like, it's the first time he's ever broken out of his, like, cheery demeanor in front of all of them.
Hello.
Here and queer. Get used to it. Oh.
How are you?
So wholesome.
That's great.
Hey, man, Isaac got the shirts for days. Safe place.
Wow.
Woo, woo.
Hey, Elle, I love your piece. I'm so excited for it to be revealed later. And I can't wait to see what art you make when you start this in September.
And there it is.
You got in? Yeah.
Towel perfectly in the doorway.
Oh, that should
Tao.
have.
Tao.
Hi. How are you? I'm good.
Why
How are
didn't
you? I
she
want you to be
tell
my
me?
friends.
Oh, Tao. Tao. We have always... I know what the rest of that title is supposed to be. Oh, that's beautiful.
It's my one.
Really? I love it.
Thanks.
What's it about?
Basically about my experience being aromantic and asexual.
Hey, there we go.
Like being in a world where romance and sex are prized with everything else when you don't feel those forms of attraction.
Huh?
Growing up, feeling that something about you is different, but you don't have the words to describe what that is. But then, freedom.
Say more.
euphoria of freeing yourself from those pressures and expectations.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
That's probably the one I have the hardest time actually understanding.
Oh, it's not
Can we
very
just have
visible
a
or it
peek?
has it
No,
there
all will
to-
be
to
revealed.
make it so.
Is it an abomination in the Bible?
Definitely.
Okay.
God said you
Then-
must want to have sex but feel guilty about it.
Hey, Sahar. Okay? Yeah, you look cool. Sahar, I didn't know you were coming. Yeah, Elle's my friend. So you guys can't tease me about being the token ally anymore now that Sahar's here?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm bisexual, so...
Wow. Oh no, Imogen.
Oh, I didn't know you were...
Interesting. But you'll miss Elle's painting.
If I leave it any longer, I'll just make her more angry.
Okay.
Oh no.
You still coming to prom tomorrow?
Of course. Got our matching outfits. We're gonna slow dance. Some cheesy song.
Yeah. I'm gonna hold you to
Why
that.
does this feel like something bad's gonna happen?
Yeah, it definitely feels like something bad.
But I've been saying that for like many episodes, and usually it turns out all right.
It is romance after all. What bad's gonna happen is that Charlie and Nick are gonna be matching. And
Thank you,
they're not
thank
gonna
you,
match.
everybody, for coming along tonight to celebrate the incredible queer and trans artists we have here at the Lambert School.
Lambert! Adam Lambert.
It's my great pleasure to introduce Elle Argent, who will be joining us in September for her sixth form studies.
Fascinating.
Now, before the big reveal, Elle, would you like to say a few words about your piece?
Okay.
Yes, just no one tell Tao.
Yes. This is to everyone except Tao. Tao, cover your ears.
There have been a lot of changes in my life over the last couple of years, but with this piece, I guess I wanted to capture a place that holds a lot of happy memories. Even in the darker times, somewhere I always felt safe.
Beautiful. Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3. Oh.
Tao?
Yeah, he's in the picture. He's in the picture. Oh, that's beautiful.
Aw, the teacher's crying.
Oh, Tao. I like watching him like temper himself. Like he's become a more self-aware person, it feels like.
I'm glad you liked it.
I really liked it. It was amazing, as usual.
I know you're probably annoyed that I didn't tell you I got in.
As usual.
I'm not annoyed. Please don't base your decisions on how I feel. All I care about
That doesn't apply
is
with you and I.
you being happy.
Yes,
and
sir. Are you okay? Can I get you a mint?
wherever you are, I'll still want to
Why?
be with
What's
you.
that?
Can I get you some water? I don't know. I'll shut up. Can I shut up now?
Okay, but I also still haven't decided yet. I may still stay at Higgs.
Will you do that? And no, I feel no different.
It matters not to me. Oh, they're so sweet though.
Amazing.
Agreed.
But, yeah, I was just like in a different league.
It was amazing.
Ridiculous. Hey,
Oh my God, Ben, dude.
Ben.
Jump
What are you
and
doing
walk
here?
in the middle of an ongoing
I need to
traffic.
talk to you. There's nothing to talk about.
I just want to apologise.
For what?
Properly. Please, just hear me out. I'm not going back to Truro
You
for
don't even
sixth
deserve to
form,
be heard.
so
I don't like you at all.
Ben, just get out of here.
you really hate me after this. You'll never see me again.
I need to do this.
Go on then.
I'm a messed up person, Charlie.
Yes, you are.
I liked you. You know that, don't you? I know I was a piece of shit, but I really liked you. If I just had more time, I want to be like you two.
You're not ready.
My parents would never accept who I really am. I'm sorry for everything.
That's a struggle.
I just wanted something good. You were something good.
No. Don't do it.
Do you remember the first time you kissed me? You didn't even ask. You didn't pause to wonder whether it was what I wanted. And I went along with it because I had a crush and I didn't know any better.
Wow.
I didn't realize that you had all the control. When I eventually did realize, I thought, this must be what I deserve.
Oof.
Someone taking whatever he wants from me whenever he wants. Treating me like I'm nothing the rest of the time.
Yeah.
Whenever anything good happens in my life, there's a little voice in the back of my mind telling me I'm worthless and that I don't deserve it.
You didn't treat me like something good.
And now you want me to forgive you so you can feel better about yourself. I'm glad you realized what you did was wrong, but you don't get to ambush me into forgiving you.
Thank you.
Yeah, bro.
Sorry doesn't make up for everything you did to me. I really hope you become a better person so you don't hurt anyone
You
else.
gotta carry that.
But I don't want to be there to see that happen. I don't want to see you ever again.
Here.
Step into the queer.
Step into the rainbow. Taste the rainbow. Oh, that's sad.
The queer spirits were reaching out to him.
They were. The gay agenda almost got him.
Go on! Allez, qu'est-ce que tu fous là?
Do we need to pretend to be platonic BFFs in front of
mean,
Hilda?
I feel
Yeah,
like
maybe just for now. But I'm going to tell him about us tonight.
I feel like Ben is a manifestation of self-fulfilling prophecy. I think Charlie already had those struggles.
You can do it. I'm here for
Ben
you.
was just a thing he attracted.
You did not just call me mate.
Pal, bro. Supportive straight friend, Charlie.
Ben is a split personality for all that stuff, actually. He's not actually ever in any of these scenes.
Ah, Nick.
Hey, my man.
Et ton ami,
Charlie.
Yeah, Charlie. Good to see you again.
That's his boyfriend, Dad.
Look at that, look at that.
All right, let's go. See, I told you.
I feel like Dad's
Come on, come on.
I'm just gonna place that there.
Yeah.
Shall I lay the table, Sarah?
He's into his
Oh, you
oldest
are a
son.
good boy.
That's right. He's trying real hard right now.
How's it been since he got there?
It's been fine. It's been fine.
In 30 years, incest is going to be so cool.
It doesn't have to know.
It's going to be the next stage of progressive society. I'm ahead of the curve.
Two consenting family members of legal age.
Not problematic, what I'm saying.
Whatever.
It's just early progression in society.
Then this is definitely a 100% serious prediction. Put money on that.
I'm in property development.
You should see some of the places Dad renovates. Insane.
Work isn't everything, you know, although the pay does help.
Dad, has Nick told you how he met Charlie?
Yeah, no,
You're
he
just
hasn't.
a shit stirrer, man.
No, he's encouraging him.
Yeah, that's true. I should be
I'm ahead of the curve.
more open-minded.
Sat together in school and then Charlie joined the rugby team.
You play rugby, Charlie.
I'm not very good.
And Nick was obsessed with getting Charlie to join. Wonder why.
Shut up.
What's your problem?
I played rugby when I was
Oh,
in
sister
university.
going to speak up.
Let's get it.
Have neither of you boys found girlfriends?
No, I guess not.
Yeah, I'm not sure Nick's too interested in looking for girlfriends, really.
Don't you dare.
What are you doing?
David, be respectful, please, at the table. We have guests.
Why do you always do this?
I'm just trying to help.
No, you're not.
Sorry, this is ridiculous. Dad, Charlie's my boyfriend. Surprise.
Oh my God.
Let's go.
I'm bi, he's gay, and I was actually really stressed out about how I was going to tell you. But you know what? I don't care what you think about it anymore, because you don't care to even see us more than 2 times a year.
Damn.
Whoa, shit.
And you know,
Okay.
every time I do see you, I always think, this is it. This is the time when you might actually take an interest in my life.
This is an awkward family dinner.
You never do, so if you don't care, then I don't care either.
Free yourself.
And I don't know why you're acting like you are 10 years old, but your bullying just doesn't affect me anymore because, quite simply, I do not care.
Aww.
I like who I am. I like my life. Maybe you should stay with Dad next time.
Go off, King. Get your corduroy.
Let him speak to us like that.
Oh, David, be quiet. We've had quite enough from you, thank
It's
you.
Nick that's making a scene. Always causing
Dude,
fuss. Dad agrees.
you're 0% self-awareness.
You have not grown up into the man I had hoped you would be, David.
As if you have any right to say that. You barely see your children.
I'm glad they're here.
Yeah.
No, you can't say anything. You haven't earned that right. You haven't been a parent.
Wow.
You okay? I actually think I am.
If I was Charlie's parents, I'd take control of this
Didn't mean
entire
for it to happen that way,
conversation.
but
Yeah.
I'm good to say it.
I know I just
You
met
want
you
to hug
guys,
anyway?
but I know what to tell you.
Here's what you gotta do. And that'll be $150 for the hour. $300 because there's 2 of you.
Well, that went well.
Sorry.
Well, I'm pleased you said what you said.
Could have been worse.
Especially to your dad. He needed to hear it.
He's not a very good dad.
No, he's not.
You've been waiting to laugh about that, haven't you?
Why doesn't he care?
I wish I understood, but I don't. I think it's a very sad way to exist.
He's a-connectional. He just doesn't connect to anybody. Who are you?
Leaving then?
And are you gay?
Yeah, Nick, I'm sorry. I want to be better.
Well, show it then. And just say it.
Yep.
Oh, God. Right on cue, this asshole.
You going?
Got to head into London before it gets too late. Call me when you get back to Edinburgh.
Glasgow.
Ah.
Oh, yeah, Glasgow, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I don't care about you either.
I hope you hug him, too.
It was nice to meet your boyfriend. Well, I don't really understand these things, but it seems like a very nice young man.
Okay, maybe he's not gay.
He is. Bye, Dad.
No hug? No hug?
I wonder if he feels like he doesn't have the permission to hug him.
Yeah, maybe he's the one standing up.
Oh, it's so cringe. He's made such a big deal out of telling our dad.
Yes, whip his ass.
Drama queen boyfriend's influence. Yeah, mate, well, exactly. That's it.
You are a pathetic little man. Talk about my brother like that again, and I'll end you.
Yeah.
Really sorry about all the drama.
Oh,
we are
I
very used to
really
drama
don't know
in
what
our
her
house.
problem is.
It takes a lot for Nick to stand up to David like
This
that.
whole
He must
family.
have enjoyed it very deeply.
God.
He's a nice boy. When he's not distracting you from your coursework. And maybe we could have him and Sarah around in a few weeks?
Yeah.
Thank you.
For coming, I'm sorry.
It's a good thing the bathroom's upstairs.
Just gonna say goodbye.
Yeah.
So,
she brushing your
prom tomorrow?
Yes, so. Yeah, after dinner, after you eat, you gotta. Good for
So
your
go
oral
together?
hygiene.
Yeah.
Together.
Yeah, don't you want to?
Well, do you wanna?
Bye.
Charlie didn't eat very much.
I don't know if you guys have ever had. Oh, God, he's back
Jesus.
to not eating. Jesus.
Give me some of that. Oh,
This is why your friends who starve themselves don't eat. Because you're always there to take their food.
because I am the problem. yeah. I'm like, give it to me. What's yours is mine, you know?
I mean, it also could have been very conditional because of the situation that occurred, you know?
Oh, no, 100%. I mean, like...
He had to get up and leave. Probably lost his appetite. Oh, you bitch.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
This is why she had a hard time admitting she's in love.
People are supposed to love you and give it that. How long has it been like this? Oh. Yeah, let the clouds part. It's ironic because it wasn't happy as she left the house.
Fellow reject, why is it so hard to get carried away with food and so hard to stay consistent? Last year, I made a whole big deal about wanting to get into the best shape of my life just so I could get photos I've always dreamed of. I don't know why I had that dream, but I had it because I'm a man. So the past few months after those photos, I loosened up, maybe a little too much. So now I'm back to training regularly, tracking what I'm putting in my body, and focusing on energy, clarity, and overall health. So if I'm going to be consistent in 2026, I need something easy to keep track of, high in the right macros, and actually satisfying, i.e. these bottles before me. That's where HUEL Black Edition really comes in handy. When I'm running out the door post-workout or I'm stuck here for many hours of the day, I grab a ready-to-drink, RTD for short. It's a complete meal in a bottle, 35 grams of protein, 27 essential vitamins and minerals, no artificial sweeteners, gluten-free, under $5 and keeps me full for hours. I'm holding the chocolate peanut butter one because while they have a bunch of great flavors, this is undoubtedly the favorite around the office here. It's quite competitive to get this bottle. But another one that I take pretty much every single day, the HUEL Daily Greens. I'm always on the lookout for like a good, tasty daily greens. I kid you not, this is undoubtedly my favorite. HUEL, you did really good on this one. And when I've got more time, I'll use the Black Edition powder. I can mix it with some fruit or even some hydration powder. Same complete nutrition, high protein, but I can build however I want. Got a whole bunch of powders right there in that kitchen over there. So yeah, the RTD for speed though, power for control. RTD, I like the way that sounds. Sounds like RDJ, but it's not, it's RTD. But if you're locking back in, this combo makes consistency very simple. And I am all about simplicity and efficiency. So Reject Nation, if you're looking to get your health back on track or use some of the regimen that I did to lose all that weight, get HUEL today with my exclusive offer for 15% off online with my code REJECTS at HUEL.com/rejects. New customers only. Thank you to HUEL for partnering and supporting us once again. And if you end up grabbing some, please fill out that post-check survey so that way they know we sent you. Thank you again, HUEL, for sponsoring this video and for supporting a much healthier lifestyle for moi. That was a great episode.
That was a great episode.
That was really great.
It's terrific.
I don't know if you guys have ever had to stand up to family at a family dinner. It's never fucking comfortable.
I was gonna say, I have to imagine there's a point at which you're just like, we're doing this.
You just lose emotion. Much more emotion, much extreme more than public than what happened there.
I was gonna say this is the ideal version.
Yeah, it's like, oh really? Oh, it could have been a lot worse.
In the same, you've done to me.
so cute. And proud. Well, it's interesting to be like, we're boyfriends, and to be clear, I'm bi, which is like, that's also to be clear. But also, like, it's interesting to specify in that
John,
context.
He just went super public about it.
I guess this is his, like,
So
full on
caught up
coming
in it.
out, though.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
I guess we knew this would happen.
Are you gonna go more to prom tonight?
There might be some stairs. You sure you want to go?
People might, pick us up and hoist us above the crowd.
This is the best my life has ever been. I don't have to hide my amazing boyfriend anymore. I'm not getting bullied. Everything's perfect.
Hell yeah.
So we're gonna go to prom, and we're gonna be the cutest couple there, and everyone will see.
I don't know. This is the longest episode of the season.
Let's get lunch first.
He looks a little concerned too.
Oh, man. Yeah.
When you get all vulnerable like that, it can be met with a feeling of, oh shit.
I think Nick just came out on Instagram.
Good for him.
Oh, dude, you're an artist, bro. Why don't you try and go?
Do you want to be my girlfriend?
Was that a serious question?
Yes. Do you not want to?
Oh.
Yes, I want to be your girlfriend.
Why are you being weird about it?
I'm not being weird, you're being...
Aww. France isn't that far away.
They are very cute.
Please don't mess around with it. Where's Darcy? This is probably just slept in.
Oh, Darcy.
Imogen said she hasn't got any of the food yet, but she's definitely going to Asda in a couple of hours.
Do you trust her with that?
Not at all.
Oh, no.
This is a mess.
We're never going to have prom.
We're literally not going to have a prom.
Ah, shit. Everyone's busy. Switch. Let's go. Hooked up.
He put his book down.
Aw.
Where is she?
I don't know. Out of town.
I know he likes to read books, but once in a while it's like, you weren't reading this much last season.
Would you pick up a video game, please?
Guys, I'm having a breakdown.
Eyes up. He's like
That wasn't funny.
comically reading now.
He is like,
No, okay,
that's
let
his,
me
his
fix
thing.
it.
He's always,
Always
that
have a
is
book in his
attached
head.
to his hand.
Let me fix it.
He put a book down to pick a book up. He's using his walking stick. Aww. Blue Man Group.
Which way are we going? This way?
To the left a little bit.
So many things that take place at
invite
prom.
him tonight.
No, I don't know.
Just tell him we need more chaperones.
Remember, she's gay.
Yeah, I know.
Everyone at the school.
She's gay and he's gay. They can get together.
They're part of that letter.
All the gay people are compatible with each other. Come on, get them out here. Some of you need to keep the room quiet when it's time to crown a king and queen. I love these two so much. I love them.
It'll be the heteros at school that are getting ridiculed.
Yeah. Yeah.
If there's any
shoved into lockers.
If there's any school where you should be comfortable being gay, I'm like, seems like it'd be this one.
Is it true you guys are going out?
Yeah.
I didn't know you were gay, Nick.
Well, I'm bi, actually, but yeah.
What's the difference?
Way to read the caption.
Well, I think you guys look so cute together. I told you.
I didn't believe you,
I said you.
People just walk off talking about you in this universe.
Do you want to stop and get something to eat? You can walk to the shop.
I'll eat later. I had a really late breakfast.
Did you really?
You can, though.
What did you eat for breakfast late? Describe it.
You should just get him high.
Yeah, Charlie needs the munchies. Charlie needs
Looks
the
good.
HUEL.
Oh, Al did most of it.
That makes sense.
Aw, these two.
Crisp.
That's chips for all you Americans out there.
I was confused.
I saw your Instagram post and the comments. They're all idiots for assuming you're straight. And I'm including myself in that statement.
Thanks.
Charlie must be really happy.
You know, you masked well over the years.
In some ways. I mean, he says he's really happy. I know, I think he's
Snickers
been
bar
finding
really
the attention a lot.
He hates attention.
He's not himself, but he's hungry.
I'm just worried.
How come?
How come? We don't even talk no more.
The more I learn about him, the more I think the bullying, all the things that happened to him in the past, they all really have affected him, and he still carries it all with him, even though it's over.
And he's just used to masking.
Trauma lingers.
Still causes him a lot of pain, doesn't it? Do you think that's true?
Takes it out on the eating disorder.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. I think when something really bad happens, it can affect you for a really long time.
He's probably got some PTSD from all that.
My dad died when I was 12, and I think a lot of the reason I get so freaked out about losing my friends and losing Al is because losing him was just like... Yeah.
Become remarkably self-aware.
I didn't know about your dad.
Don't be weird about it.
I'll try.
I'll try. Aw, very charming.
You know the bullying? You know how bad it was, don't you?
Yeah, Charlie never really talked to me about it.
Me neither.
Oh, do you talk to anybody about it?
Can you close your eyes?
Why?
Because I'm nervous you think I'll look weird.
Okay, I'm not looking. But for the record, I think you always look cute.
Nick.
Is that like baby?
I can't believe you're my boyfriend.
Yeah?
Oh.
Can I please open my eyes now?
Okay. That doesn't look bad.
No. You look so good. You look so good.
Shut up.
So good.
How about we don't go to prom and just stay here instead?
And have a big dinner.
Everyone's expecting us to go together now.
A big public appearance as a couple, that's definitely what we want.
Intimacy forever.
Yeah.
Is that fantasy gonna be the reality?
Live your Lisa Frank folder cover fantasy.
The World War II survivor?
Definitely Lisa Frank. Yeah, Diary of Lisa Frank. It's a lot of interesting pictures on the cover, let me tell you. Oh. Ooh. Ah, sad.
I hate moms and daughters.
Yeah. We should ban all moms and daughters. Whoa.
Folklore album. It's a good album.
Yeah. Oh, you're not interested in your book?
What are your intentions with my
I think
Al?
he's actually been reading it.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
What a twist that would be.
But if you're not back by 12, then you will be in trouble.
Oh, what a great transition.
Damn.
Woo, woo.
Damn.
The two of you.
Damn, son.
You're so... Hello.
You look pretty good too.
Hello.
I want to tear that dress off right in front of your parents.
Yeah.
I love her smile. She does that bite the bottom lip thing.
Yeah.
Man, she set up this whole prom and her girlfriend's not even here.
Oh my god!
She's got to show up at the last minute.
Wow, you show up last. Suspenders.
Oh, you got
You're not
this?
the only one with a bow tie. There's got to be improv here. It's just way too natural in the delivery.
Let's just go inside.
You're not the only one with a bow tie.
No, still show up in a bit. Let's just go.
Oh, man.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
You think Ben's gonna show up?
He's got to cause a scene. Come on, Ben. Show up in a denim tux. He's reading on the branch. He's got his prom book.
Gonna have a look around for Darcy.
Okay. I'll see you guys later.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. It's kind of an intimate entrance still.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, different. And one more time, different place.
I hope Isaac gets photographed with his book.
I can't believe Nick's showing off his boyfriend, but none of you managed to bring a girl. Right, Colin, the four of us are getting art room photos.
Hey.
Like good old days.
Yes.
Aw, the OG friend group.
Smile.
You're right, Nick. Where have you been, mate? Too busy hanging out with your boyfriend.
This dweeb.
Sorry if we made you feel weird about telling us.
I can't believe Nick's the first out of us in a relationship.
Yeah, man.
I could easily have a girlfriend any day now. It's Tara Jones single.
Uh-oh.
He's gay. Everyone knows this. Come on, man.
Whatever, man. I missed you, mate.
I miss you too. I'll see you guys later.
That whole thing about you being with your boyfriend all the time, I meant that in earnest, not as a as in a mean way. And what? All right. Oh, gotta show. Call her.
Tara?
Don't give it to the shame.
She's coming.
Why not?
Darcy.
I know something's wrong, but she never wants to talk about it. How do you talk to someone about something that they don't want to talk about?
That is the dilemma.
Right?
Maybe you just have to try, even if it doesn't work.
Oh. Oh, The Cure. Oh, come on. All right, now do the Pulp Fiction dance. How you do that trick, the one that makes me scream, she said. Hey.
At least things are going good with them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to Lambert.
Haha. It's like Star Wars. Oh, yes. This is the place. Grab that ace book. The straw. You need a refill.
Sound effect of it.
The friggin' that better be refill.
Take out everything that's in your pocket.
Come on.
Yusuf, you came.
Said you needed more chaperons.
You came. Not.
You know, that night in Paris.
Pretty stupid thing for us to do.
You son of a...
I was going to suggest dinner and drinks next time.
Come on, next time. Come on.
Next time.
Come on. Come on. Oh.
There will be a next time.
I know. He's just stoic. Get it.
What was that look?
She's starting to.
There was a music note thing that popped up too.
Maybe she's learning she's got a passion for music. Oh, they should have done like an Indiana Jones, like a.
Yeah, and then a giant boulder starts coming out.
He's got to run away from the big sex boulder. Well done, team. Well done, team. Oh. Interesting, because, yeah, she didn't realize she was bi. Oh.
Feels weird. Should we dance or...
Can you dance?
Oh, no, not at all. No.
Me neither.
Oh, just move to the music.
You could tackle each other.
We could just, break out a rugby game in here.
Can we leave?
I thought this was what you wanted. I'm not worried about people seeing us together.
But why should they have to see? We've been so obsessed with the idea of coming out. It's like we've forgotten why we wanted to do it in the first place. It's not for them.
It's for us.
I just want to have a fun night with you and our friends.
Yeah, I want that too. David and my mum are out tonight, so I do have a free house.
Great success.
You can got the dance floor going.
Throwing some serious shapes out there.
Where'd you disappear to?
Hey,
Oh my god.
Where have you been?
where's Tara?
She went to find you.
Oh
Ah,
shit, she's just wandering the streets.
Oh, I hate it. I hate it so much.
Is she gonna go to her home?
Oh, I hate this. Oh, no.
Surprised the sun's up at all.
Hi.
Hope we don't take cold calls. Sorry.
Darcy's friend. She said she was coming to our school prom tonight, but she didn't show up, and she hasn't been replying to my messages.
Oop.
Is she okay?
And how would I know that?
She's her mom.
Do you know where she is?
She had another one of her tantrums last night over an outfit. Can you believe? Your own mother can't tell you the truth about an outfit. Who can?
Straight back.
She looked like a lesbian. She'll realize she was in the wrong, but she'll come straight back.
Okay, if I find her, I'll ask her to let you know she's okay.
Thanks, then. Bye.
Nah, you don't have to bother with that. I don't give a shit.
I'm sure there's two sides to this story, guys.
Yes, I sympathize with her. I know. She's been through a lot. She wants to be a lesbian.
Hello?
She can't.
We found her. She's okay.
Yeah, but she's dressed like a lesbian.
Yeah, you gotta fix this. Aww.
Oh my god, look, Tiny Nick was so cute. Where did you sleep?
I went to the park. It was fine. Nobody was there.
We can hear Andrew screaming.
Why didn't you text me?
My phone was up.
She's really surprised she slept in the park. I mean, it's crazy.
Why didn't you walk to my house?
Because I didn't want you to know. Do you remember when we got locked in the
There's
music?
a concern about these studios. So we got them.
Now they're soundproof. You imagine that. There was a
You
Will
told
Hump
me
scream
you
in
didn't
the
feel
mix.
as confident about being a lesbian as I did. And I wanted to be that person for you to help you through your journey.
But you are that person.
At school, maybe.
You can put up an identity at school, man.
I'm not even out to
I
my
know
own
what that's
parents.
like.
I don't think I ever will be. I hide who I am when I'm at home.
And I was homeschooled.
No place to hide.
I'm not confident. Sometimes my mum makes me hate myself. You said I love you. What if that person doesn't even exist?
So you were scared to say it back.
I'm pretty sure she picked up on that from about 20 seconds of interaction.
She didn't really believe that I could love you.
You've only ever seen half of my life.
And now I've seen the other half, and I still love you.
You sure? Because I'm a literal disaster.
Oh, I know. I actually like how much of a disaster you are.
I am so in love with you. I'm bad at saying it.
Well, practice makes perfect.
You did really great right there.
Yep.
I love you.
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 I love
Or
you.
three.
I love you.
I love you.
I love you. I love you. I love you.
That's really sweet.
I love you. They're so sweet.
Promise me a dance.
Did I ruin your prom night?
Nah, it was kind of boring anyway.
This is better. Deeper connection is better. Yes, music cue. There are beautiful things.
Oh, we all dance together. We love each other.
Hey. I just really wish they wouldn't represent all these different stereotypes. You know, British people don't only have.
Yeah, they're playing T-pong.
Yeah, T-pong. The politest pong you could play. Hey, bobbing for cereals.
Is that what asexuals do?
Yes, yes. You have to eat cereal totally different.
I'm trying to understand you.
To be young. Is this real Taylor Swift or one of the many imitations?
Sounds like real Taylor Swift
Sounds
to
like
me.
real Taylor Swift. But I get duped sometimes.
You mean like they take Taylor Swift songs and they just make them sound like Taylor Swift? It's a cover?
No. Just like there are people out there who just like do her sound, and then sometimes you'll hear a needle drop in a show, and you'll be like, "Is that one
I
of
think
many
this-
imitators?"
I'm pretty sure this is a Taylor Swift song.
You would know. That's why I'm asking you.
I don't know the titles of many of her songs. I don't know the titles of most of my of a lot of my artist songs. That's what Spotify ruined for me. Let shit play. What's that song called?
Well, just take me to the playlist where all my plus marks are.
I need to go home soon.
No.
My mum will get annoyed if I'm late.
Ending shot to the first season.
I see what you're doing.
My plan's been foiled.
You got so many rugby trophies.
Self-control
summer
team
camp.
I've ever seen.
You went to
I
rugby
know.
summer camp.
I know, right?
I think I had a crush on the instructor.
I feel like teens are always just trying to like, oh, you can't do it.
Oh my
I'm nervous,
God.
but they
Yeah,
keep
I
trying to
didn't realise it
more,
at the
you know?
time, but looking back now,
Got a free minute, we can try.
I was obsessed with him. So I tried really, really hard and
Most teens are different now.
got that trophy for being the best team player.
That is so adorable.
Teens are more adult than they've ever been.
While working out, not.
Hey, your turn.
happened?
Tell me something.
Yeah,
Oh,
You never told me
depression and
about the
addiction.
bullying.
yeah.
Oh.
What that was like.
We didn't need to talk about that. Everything's fine now.
Is everything fine?
You have an avoided way of saying that.
Like, I know you like everything to be fine and happy and perfect all the time, but you don't have to be perfect with me.
And you are.
Charlie, we said we'd tell each other things. After you told me about your eating thing.
Someone just heard Tao talking about me coming out. I think it surprised me how homophobic people are. I thought things were better nowadays.
In some ways are.
People would just call me disgusting to my face.
Jesus.
And it went on for so long that I think I started to believe what they were saying. Made me really hate myself.
You probably do all sorts of things to try and maneuver and make it stop.
So much that I used to myself sometimes.
That's real.
Yeah.
I don't want to feel like that anymore.
Oh, bud.
Do you still do that now?
No.
Oh.
sorry. I thought we banned the S word. Can you promise to tell me if it ever gets that bad again? I just don't want to annoy you or burden you.
It's
I
not.
don't want you to think I'm some fragile, broken mess that you need to fix me. I'd hate that.
And I wouldn't. But I've done so many things that were scary in the past few months because you were there, holding my hand. And I want to be that for you too.
I'll support you.
You're my boyfriend.
And I love you.
John. Please promise me.
Okay.
I love your hair so much.
I really need to go.
I love your eyes. I love...
Say it.
Everything about you.
Say it. Say it. That's YouTube sucks at context. So let's see how this goes. I used to myself a lot.
Sure.
Many years.
Was hilarious.
Yeah, it made the videos funnier.
Oof. Oof.
Hell yeah.
And then the next season picks up right in the middle of the street and Charlie gets hit by a car.
Yeah.
And then he's...
And Nick texts, I love you.
Yeah. Close up of the phone on the ground cracked. Message received.
Crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff happens.
Oh, Eric Dane. That's right.
Yeah.
It's been fascinating to watch this show at the same time as watching
Euphoria.
Yeah.
He's a great guy in that show, isn't he?
Complete opposite sides of the coin.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, great guys all across that show. All the guys are great.
Yeah, everyone's good in that show.
Everyone's good. Actually, I will take a Dunkin' Egg style spin-off about Fez and Ashtray. Actually, they're pretty great, but the rest of them.
Oh, those are words. All right, guys. Well, Heartstopper.
Yes.
Thanks to everyone who has been joining us. Again, we will continue. I promise you. This is not me bowing out. It's not John bowing out. We just need a little bit of breathing room right now. And it would just be better. And also, channel-wise, it would be better for us closer to the release of it. So, yeah. But thank you, guys. This was really good last 2 episodes, though.
Very nuanced, yeah. Very rousing, very touching.
So they're not getting married in the movie thing? No, my mind just keeps hopping to like, what's this movie? Is it maybe they get married?
Yeah, maybe, I guess so, yeah. Maybe it's about them getting married. It's a slice of life. They pick out a house. They argue over the decor of the house. Move into the house. James McAvoy lives next door. They think he's normal, but then some kind of twisted game ensues. He takes him down to the basement. And he's like doing a monologue about how fucked up the world is and why it's okay to be a nihilist. And then Charlie and Nick gotta fight their way out of there.
Dude, that sounds awesome.
It's gonna be great.
That sounds awesome.
It's gonna be an amazing movie.
All right. Let me review. Let me direct this episode for a second here.
Yeah, refresh on the deets.
Let me see what's going on here. That's Euphoria.
It is. It's an aptly named show. I feel great after every episode.
All right, where are we at here?
Oh my God.
What is this?
Oh my God.
Okay, there's someone asked about Ben.
Love Ben.
A lot of questions about Ben.
Character Ben. His best character. Spin-off.
And then
Queen Ben.
Mature subjects.
Before season 3 and 4, we got to watch Queen Ben.
Is it? What's that? Yeah. All right. Well, there we go. And Nick's brother. Okay.
Oh yeah,
All right.
Nick Stahl. Nick's brother.
Damn.
not Nick Stahl.
Ben was the first thing I want to talk about.
Yeah, I love Ben.
But then I see there's 2 questions about him, so I'll reserve for you guys.
Yeah.
Reserve for you guys.
Let's do it. Let's talk about Ben last. Let's lead up to the good stuff.
I don't understand. Do you know anyone who's asexual? I don't know if I know
Yes.
any. I'm like, do I know someone, but I don't know they're asexual? I don't really inquire about people's sexual lives.
So Mark, how is your sex life?
I don't ask about it.
Yeah, I don't really typically just like grill people on their escapades. Yeah, that's fair. I'm trying to think if I know of anybody that you know that we all, that
reveal them on camera.
Well, and two, not everybody's
who are at the channel is
broadcasting.
asexual.
Who's the most likely to be asexual here at the channel? That's a great question.
Tara.
Tara, I guess now. We're going with Tara.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an easy answer.
John Maturin.
I don't understand. I guess I don't understand. My programmed brain is likely. I'm just having an honest conversation here.
That's good. That's what
my
this is for.
Programmed. Yeah, that's what movie TV
shows like
reviews.
this are here to open the door to conversation, and probably a lot of people out there who've seen this maybe didn't know that was a thing.
My programmed brain makes me wonder, and as it's coming out of my mouth, I feel like I'm sounding stupid as hell. But I'm going to say it, is that it makes me wonder if it is some type of physiological thing or a neurological thing.
It's a curious question.
Because it seems so like...
It seems like a primal thing.
Yeah.
Like a nature oriented.
Sexual. Oh, and I did know someone who was asexual once, but I didn't fully understand what they meant by that, I guess. But I just remember them telling me that, but I didn't understand.
Sure.
And I didn't inquire more about it because I didn't want to sound stupid and act like I didn't know what that meant. But it was like years ago, though. So, yeah, but I that's how it comes across to me initially. I don't know. I don't know, like, what if I feel I'm someone who's of the mindset that most things of how we are in terms of certain psychological ways is more nurture over nature. I think there are nature aspects and physiological things we can inherit that come out as behavioral traits, I would say.
Yeah.
I do think, though, that for the most part, it can be nurturing in experiences. I think the bad rep that, like, gay communities, especially gay guys, get is that, oh, it must be some like trauma from your dad and that's why you're gay. That's usually what a lot of this is like chalked up to when I was growing up. And so I'm saying that, like, there's certain types of women that I've been gravitated towards. I have noticed that, like, oh, now that I think about my upbringing, starting to see some correlations here.
Sure.
Or when I had overcome certain things from my upbringing, that I was drawn to a different type of woman, And that's why I'm like, oh, is it a psychological thing? Is it a repression thing? That I guess that's where I'm really coming from, actually. Is it a thing of repressing something? Like, are you really asexual? Or if you chisel that down a little bit, is there like a sexual being waiting to be awakened inside of you? Or is asexual just a thing that that is just one of the, I don't know, you put it in one of the letters of the queer community? Like, it's not even a queer thing. It's just it's a queer thing? How is it a queer thing?
People flip out. Well, I think queer, the umbrella of queer is just anything that's not heteronormative.
Oh, when I hear queer, I think I thought queer is like same-sex people.
Not all, no, because
like
I think queer encompasses bisexual, queer encompasses
but that's something to
trans
do with
experiences.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
But
I guess I associate with queer as sexual, so like sexuality involved. And I've been
sexual aspect of identity.
Asexual sounds like not sexual to me.
Yeah.
And I guess I wouldn't put that into queer. They don't even get a letter.
They do. Well, they
Where?
do.
Where's the letter?
It depends on. because people whinge about the ever morphing sequence of letters, the furthest extrapolation of pi I am aware of is LGBTQIA
What's
plus
I?
Intersex.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh,
then
we had this discussion.
and then
Yeah.
A is
Yeah.
asexual, and then there's the plus that encompasses all the other additional letters that we're not going to say, but it gets shortened most commonly to LGBT.
What are the other
LGBTQ?
Why can't we say the other letters?
I don't know what the full. It's that thing. It's like it is like pi to me, where it's like I'm sure there are more. What are all the possible? What are all the possible letters for queer identities past LGBTQIA plus? What is the plus? That's the thing. That's the thing.
Okay, what's pansexual?
I get confused in the valley between pansexual and bisexual. Pansexual to me is like you are attracted to anyone, everyone. It doesn't like there's not a specific type for you. There's not a specific gender or orientation. You're for everybody. Bisexual kind of implies like a specific binary, but like
a man or a woman. But a pansexual can be like a trans person.
Yeah, it's like and you guys feel free to correct me. I feel like there's like pansexual and bisexual feel like two steps along the same road, and oftentimes maybe kind of similar, unless it's like maybe one you differentiate between like cis male versus cis female or something like that.
I don't see asexual in your little
because I asked it to go
AI.
past IA plus.
Oh,
with the plus representing additional identities
spirit.
such as pansexual, two spirit,
Wow,
aromantic,
what the
which got
hell?
agender. Yeah, that's a thing. Some people don't really resonate at all with the boy stuff or girl stuff paradigms whatsoever.
See, so what you could just be curious forever.
I guess. I mean, it's a state of being. I guess C for curious, I would imagine, is a bit of a transitory state. I suppose you could be curious
But
all your life.
Omnisexual sounds like pansexual.
Yeah. Omni, pan, all that stuff. This thing specifies that gender is like more of a factor in omnisexual, but I'm very... it's like I
there's
feel
another letter here, a quilt bag.
Yeah, if you're a quilt bag.
This is like a real thing.
Oh my God, quilt bag. Interesting. Queer questioning,
laughed,
unsure,
John. You just
interesting.
laughed at the whole gay community. That's most of the letters right there.
Let's see. LGBTIQCAPGNGFNBA.
Oh, I gotta commit that shit to memory. LGBTIQCAPGNGFNBA. Wow.
I was gonna say
that is like a challenge to read.
The furthest extrapolation of pi. But anyhow,
I'm a member. If people ever wonder, I'm a member of the LGBTIQCAPGNGFNBA plus community.
Yeah, all inclusive.
That's crazy.
All inclusive. Yeah. So the A makes it in there. It's just not in the mainstream. It's not in the it's not one of the core Avengers.
Yet homosexual is not a word though that the queer community doesn't embrace.
It doesn't make it onto this
because it can't be a letter, or else people will be like, wait, the heteros are going to be like, that's our letter.
Yeah, I mean, and there's various degrees of semantics, because like gay can kind of apply to anybody having a homosexual experience. Lesbian is kind of is specific to people identifying as women, and there's also just queer, which umbrella kind of encompasses all these alternative to the heteronormative experience.
Okay.
But yeah, so you got your core Avengers. You got LGBT as your Cap, Iron Man, Thor, and Hulk, and then asexual is like Black Widow. She's like right there. She's not always mentioned with the rest of the team, or somebody like that. I don't know. Maybe not Black Widow. Who's not a top line Avenger, but who's like just right there. Sam Wilson is asexual. He's right there. He's Captain America now. So I guess that doesn't hold up either. When he was Falcon, he was asexual.
He's technically the leader.
He's technically the leader, and I wish they would act like it. But yes, asexual. I'm sure a lot of people would be in a position to discover that as a thing due to this. And I mean, I am not the most well versed on what the experience is like, but from what I understand, yeah, it's just
you didn't know about the whole LGBTIQCA,
the IQCAPGNGF, and there are two G. There are two G's. Wait.
There's two A's.
Oh,
too.
gender GN. One's a GN. One's a hyphenate. They should put the hyphen in. Anyway. I feel like, asexual and aromantic are two different things because, if you're asexual, I imagine you just don't really experience sexual attractions is what is my gathering is like it's not really a moon that guides your tides. It's not a thing you're really looking for. It's not really a thing that matters to you other than that there is the whole, like he pointed out, I mean, like the whole encompassing, like society places huge worth on finding a person, falling in love, having romance, and having sex. And so if you don't feel romantic feelings, maybe you just feel familial feelings or friendship. Like, I feel like, you can have these, you can exist this way and still have strong relationships, I'm sure. But yeah, there are people for whom just like sex isn't really a factor. It's not something they care about. And thus and I mean, asexual people can have sex and do sometimes, but like it all depends on kind of who your partner is and what your dialogue is and all that goodness.
My wife is asexual with me.
But only with you.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
On the weekend, she's out.
I'm asexual Monday through Friday, and anytime I'm at home.
Oh, she's SLUT on the weekend.
That's all. That's the that's somewhere in the cornucopia of consonants and vowels. There are a few vowels in there. There's the I and the A. The A is the vowel. This whole thing was the first vowel. The
yeah. AEIOU is actually not a vowel. It's an acronym.
That's right. It is. Asexual, extrasexual.
Now that we have definitely unpacked that, it's cool that we're doing that with Isaac. And then
it's cool.
The prom was an interesting intersection, not intersex. Intersection.
It's
of
all
sexes.
It's intersectional. This show is pretty intersectional.
It's very intersectional. And it's just, this whole group is turning into the whole letter group.
It's like in True Blood where everyone's a thing.
Pretty much.
Everyone's a magic creature.
Yeah, pretty much.
It starts off small and then pretty soon everyone's a thing.
Yeah, that's true.
But it is interesting because you're in a show where that's the themes you're exploring, so it makes sense that you would have a number of alternative or queer experiences. But you have to remind yourself like, oh, there's still not like the majority of people around, even though it does feel like it because that's the community we're spending time in.
Yeah, it does. And that like as much as they talk about Charlie getting bullied and stuff, we're not really privy to that.
Because he doesn't open up to us.
I've never actually been privy to that of someone. Like I've been around plenty of people who are like talking shit on gay people, but I've never been. And I was like growing up in junior high, especially, there were plenty of guys who really hated gay guys.
Sure.
And I have never been around, though, when I'm watching a gay guy get, like, publicly insulted. Is there, like, a place we can go to?
Where's the most bigoted place we can go to that also has a high concentration of gay folks around?
Normally, when you go to a place with all the gay people, it's a really supportive
It's really hard to
community.
find close-minded people.
Whenever I'm in West Hollywood, it's harder to find straight people sometimes.
You got to find the right block where you're just close enough to West Hollywood, but you're also close enough to normal Hollywood that the prejudice can really come to life.
Like, oh man, I mean, I won't tell my neighbor's story. My neighbor has horror stories.
I bet they do.
Like because they're up there in years.
They've been through
a lot of the journey. Yeah, he's got like we even went on brought onto a television show and everything. It was in the news. Like I won't go through it. It was a real like physical situation, and it was a horror story to hear. So yeah, it's like I know people who've suffered it. I've just never been around like when
You never
someone's
seen
like
that
fucking queer, or like seeing
Yeah.
someone being like homophobic in person. Usually people are like too scared to do it. At least out here. Sure, if I went to like another state, it'd be more common.
Yeah.
I've seen racism go down a lot, but I haven't seen homophobia go down weirdly.
Yeah, not as overtly.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's something.
Yeah.
That's good in a way.
Yeah. It's progress.
That's good. Anywhere it's not happening, it's good. It's good.
My limited view.
You got a great purview
from living in the same like 30-mile radius my entire life.
If you need a safe
my
space,
space has been all right actually.
just
with the
find
gay
yourself
guys.
30 miles
Yeah.
from Greg, and you'll be fine. Anywhere within the 30-mile radius, no
Anywhere.
prejudice for you.
San Fernando Valley.
Let's do it. So good.
Yeah, and then it was cool to get. Someone brought it up about how there's not many lesbian stories out there. And I'm like, that's true. And so it was nice actually getting that whole thing with Tara and
Darcy.
Darcy.
You're close.
Tara and Darcy. That was touching. That
Yeah.
mom is very. So that's the other thing. It's like I've met homophobic parents. I've met racist parents. I've never quite met them to this like degree where I only see them in a movie or show where it seems like comical. Where I know they're real. So that's the thing is like they are real. It only seems comical to me because I've never met one in real life who's like this much like this. But I've undoubtedly met parents who are very homophobic.
Who are who are in like not trying to hide it and actually like it comes up when it doesn't seem like it even needs to.
Yeah, like you seem like a British villain, you know.
Yeah. She's at the door with no self-awareness. Like I told her she's just like a friggin' lesbian. I'm surprised she said lesbian and not something worse.
Stranger.
Yeah.
Have you know she was just like a lesbian? my
Isn't
daughter.
that ridiculous?
In this day and age,
Young woman of the now.
young black women of the now, crazy.
Yeah. Oh golly. But that's how some folks are.
And
That's how I mean, these are macroaggressions here, but you know, microaggressions grow out of that too.
And oh, dude, freaking Charlie, Nick, coming out to his father like that in a way that was confident and not even like it's time to do this. Just did it with a way of like I really don't care what you think anymore. And more than that, he was standing up to his dad for the amount of neglect his dad has done for him.
And like cutting through the tension, just like, hey, elephant in the room, here we go, and we're done.
His brother was about to out him.
Yeah, his brother sucks.
I know.
His brother's the worst.
Reminds me of Andrew Gordon.
Yeah, it's always with Andrew. Jeez.
Yeah.
Stop trying to out me, bro.
I had a friend. A friend who they were when I was my first apartment. Was a neighbor of mine, and we were so close. And I was so young and stupid.
Oh no!
I was like, how old was I then? I was doing like 19 or something, 20. I was so stupid. And I introduced her because like we were just like kicking it a bunch. And then I was like, this is so-and-so. She's gay.
Yeah.
And then when she had to point out, like, hey, look, I appreciate how, like, accepting you are of me, but
you don't have to
should have just, like, point out that I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I was so stupid.
It's okay. You meant well. Trying to embrace through humor.
Yeah, we were so close. I cried when I moved because I was like, I'm going to miss you so much. But yeah.
Shouts out if you're watching, wherever you are.
Yeah, but it's...
She was great.
Yeah, she prefers to keep private and low profile, so I don't mention her name. But yeah,
Shirley.
Yeah. Anyway, lesbians are cool.
Lesbians are great.
Bow ties are cool.
And yeah, they're not so far crazy or about to die, so we're doing great avoiding those tropes.
We don't know yet.
Lesbian stories often end certain ways.
Well,
we're trying to break out of that.
Statistically, that's how it goes.
That's right. These are the lesbian numbers.
These are the lesbian numbers.
We've run the numbers on all the lesbians, and half of them are crazy. The rest are dead. Historically speaking, there are a lot of dead lesbians.
Tara.
Hey
guys, in the very last scene of the season, when Charlie is leaving Nick's house after prom, they're playing a song called You're So Pretty. It's not Taylor Swift, by Wasia Project, which is Will Cow and his sister Olivia's band. See, you're so
Cool.
stupid.
I am.
He's playing piano while Olivia's singing. See, you're so dumb.
Hell yeah.
Here's a link to the official video. I love that song.
I thought it was Taylor Swift,
I
which is
s-
a
and
compliment.
and I confirmed it was Taylor Swift.
It sounded kind of like Taylor Swift's.
I think she's just ripping off Taylor Swift's voice.
Oh, you know.
She's that much of a con artist. She
That's
managed
right.
to make her voice sound exactly like
Nothing
Taylor Swift.
like that, for real.
No talent. Would you have done anything if you're at the dinner party when Nick's brother kept trying to out him to their dad? Yeah, grab a bucket of popcorn and soda. Let's get
Sit
this
back.
show on the road, baby.
Put on my 3D glasses for this.
Now it's a party. Yeah.
I mean, I would like to think. I guess. What am I doing there? Who am I to these people? Am I Charlie, or am I just a guy, a friend? I don't know. I guess I could imagine feeling very strange butting into family issues. I don't know if I would be the first person to be like, "This is weird," but I guess I would hope that I would say something.
I would not try to do like a public. I know me well enough where I would say something, but I wouldn't do it in a like, hey, cut it out. I wouldn't like directly say it in front of everybody, but I would be a little bit more like the sister.
Yeah.
Or like, cut it out. Like, don't do that. No. Like, I try to like keep it where not everyone notices that I'm doing that, but like let them know, like, don't do that.
Yeah.
Like
I
how
feel
my
like
wife is with me, and like almost every situation in my life. Like, stop talking.
I
You're
would
embarrassing
probably
yourself.
What are you doing? just stop. Just make it feel as dumb as possible. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where I'm like, I'm sure at first I would sort of be my wheels would start turning as to like, okay, whoa, what is happening in this room? What do I do? Scanning everyone, and then eventually I think I would have to be like, hey, could you stop?
Yeah.
Like, this is really uncomfortable, and you're being kind of shitty. Not kind of, you're being shitty. And that's good. I got to learn how to be more assertive in moments like that. So next time I'm at Nick's and Charlie's for dinner,
Yeah.
I'll say something.
Or, no.
Get that popcorn.
Slowly pull out your phone.
Oh, God. Bigot fights. Post this on E-Bombs.
So many views on
We'll
the
put
Real
this on
Rejects
World
Instagram
Star.
page. This is how we're
Yeah.
gonna grow. This is the kind of content we
Clips
need.
and shorts fade. I would want to be supportive in whatever like the healthiest way that's not going to make things worse is.
Stop trying to point out he's gay.
That's tricky.
That's what I would say.
Stop trying to make my man come out. He'll come out when he's ready. Right?
His dad's right there.
Yeah. Nick, I'm sorry. You come
Sorry.
out whenever you want
You
to.
tell your dad you're gay when you're comfortable with saying you're gay.
And Nick's
gay.
dad,
I'm
let's
actually
reset.
not gay. I'm bisexual.
Are you?
Really?
You need to pick a lane.
It's pretty much the same thing, man.
Oh, no.
Isn't that right, David?
Yeah. Show that we've learned nothing.
Yeah. Speaking of, what's asexual really, guys?
Yeah, you just need to make a choice. You're basically bisexual, just inside out. Just everyone needs to make a choice to be gay.
All right, John, read it.
Nikki Sonorisa. Hey, Greg and John. Hey to you. Thanks for chiming in. I know we all hate Ben Hope, including Sebastian Croft, the actor who plays him.
It's caught on.
However,
it's my favorite thing. I hope it gets to him.
apparently he hates Ben too. So, however, I'd love to get your thoughts on him stepping away from the rainbow after he confronts Charlie and what this might mean for the internalized homophobia that he very likely faces. I personally love this show doesn't shy away from this side of the queer experience and leaves something for those young people who might identify more with Ben than with Charlie. Yeah. I mean, I like that they included this. It's hard if you identify with Ben, I guess, because you're got a ways to go on your journey.
I wonder if the people who identify with Ben, who have self-homophobia, would know they're identifying with Ben.
I know. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, that's often the
Because
case.
no one wants to see themselves.
When
in that
when
way.
you're that repressed, usually you don't recognize why you're getting angry at a character all of a sudden.
Well,
for different reasons that we're getting angry. Yeah.
And if you're not realizing it, you might be reinforcing whatever's keeping you from fully understanding and embracing yourself.
I mean, I think the portrayal's necessary. I feel like because I feel like I've seen that portrayal a lot, and I feel like that portrayal very much exists a lot in the world today, since we are very much in a Christian America.
Woo!
And while I know we even have viewers here who are Christian and are gay.
Woo!
And there's still a big part of Christian America, though, that does frown upon homosexuality. So it leads to a lot of homosexual repression. And in turn, they end up hating gay people and hating gays because they blame them for these fucking desires and sins they have. So they don't feel, they don't accept themselves, and they put it on other people not accepting them. So I think the portrayal is always good to include in some capacity. I'm just glad it's not the main thing of it. I was more happy with how the following question would go, actually. I think that's where we would probably explore that territory, unless you wanted to add specifically to that subject, John.
I like the conversation, and I think the best it has to offer for a person in Ben's position is like to hear Charlie's response is kind of a nice recalibrator for getting a better visibility of yourself. It's like we don't see as much from Ben's perspective, so he's easier to hate narratively speaking. So I don't know if somebody who is having his experience has like a lot to draw from in this show, but I do appreciate that they represented this idea that this guy's struggling. He's acted out in ways that aren't good, and you understand a little bit about why he is, but yeah, the fact that he's choosing, or at least in this moment, can't really rise above going back to repressing it even harder, you know. I appreciate the soft tragedy of that.
Yeah, but he sucks.
He sucks.
Care Bear. At the art show, a potential redemptive moment for Ben changes unexpectedly, subverting expectation. I was about to say, like, if Charlie was about to be like, "It's all right, Ben, I'll forgive you."
In fact, let's get back together.
Yeah, I was
Been waiting for this.
I was about to be like, "Oh, come on, bullshit."
Yeah.
What does IYO mean?
In your opinion?
Oh. Did Ben earn Charlie's forgiveness with his words, thus fulfilling your original predicted redemption arc for Ben this season? Or did High School Musical model a healthier way for victims of assault abuse to move forward? One of my favorite parts about that is specifically Charlie's line that I forget what the exact line was. It was about how Ben was seeking peace or forgiveness from Charlie to alleviate his own guilt, like putting it on him. And it was going about it in a way that was selfish. And sometimes apologies or doing something like that are more about that. Like, oh, I'm doing this because I need it.
I'm
not doing this for you. I'm doing this because it's for me.
I need to alleviate something.
Yeah. And as someone who's like, admittedly, I'm talking about this not because I'm higher on a pedestal. I'm talking about this because as someone who's been very guilt-driven for so much of my life, I've had to become aware what I'm doing that, you know, or like if I'm only saying this right now, or I'm confessing or talking about this thing right now, or whatever the fuck, or keep bringing this up because it's more about me seeking a validation, and when I feel like I'm doing the right thing, I'm apologizing.
Yeah.
And that's why I never apologize to anyone about anything anymore.
No.
That's what I've figured out. Just never say sorry.
They'll let
It's
you
the
know
American
if they're
way.
thinking about it.
Yeah, once you say sorry, you lose.
Yeah.
No.
Never change your mind or your position. Never update for new information.
But no, I understand what Charlie was saying, and I feel like that's an important lesson for everyone to sort of learn, because I think guilt can be a really blinding trap. It clouds the way you can approach and think about things. And in terms of it being a healthier way for victims of assault abuse to move forward, I don't know if I'm really qualified to speak on that. I think as in terms of an opinion, I'm glad he didn't get the forgiveness from Charlie that he was seeking, because I would negate the whole point. And is it a healthier way for I guess what's his question for victims of assault, abuse, move forward? Oh, I was totally misreading the question wrong. Yeah. I think there's strength to that. I do. I think there's empowerment to that because a lot of the time victims get trapped because the assaulter just says sorry and then perpetuates the cycle. So I think there is strength to that.
Yeah, it demonstrates a good sense of perspective. It's like, I don't think that Ben earns Charlie's forgiveness. Only, it's like it's up to Charlie to forgive or not to free himself of the Ben baggage. But I wouldn't say that anything Ben has done up till now like approaches full-on atonement for his behavior and his attitude and these various things. And I think that it is things like these are helpful and I think a net positive for human society when they can show you a conversation like that is like in Charlie's position. Not everybody would have especially Nick is there, he's got the support directly, but also just to have the wherewithal and the perspective to say, look, I'm glad that you're making some of these realizations. And I'm glad that you realize that they're wrong and you should feel some type of way about that and try to act better. But that doesn't, mean that I owe you anything or that makes what you did okay or that it, takes away from any of the very deserved ill will I have toward you. And, I thought that was a good articulation of that because it's hard to stand up to some people. And, like a lot of people want to be kind and forgiving. But you do have to remember, like, you can forgive somebody else for them, too, but you have to do it for you, if at all.
Yeah, for sure. All right, John.
Regine Baker. These 2 episodes feel already so much more grown up, although only 6 months have passed since we met the gang in Season 1, and we are diving into more mature subjects that get carried over into Season 3. We also get to see more of these parents, the good and the bad, and the ugly. We all thought Charlie's mom is strict until we meet Darcy's mom. And on the other hand, we have Tow's and Nick's very supportive moms. It is a true array of moms in this show, I must say.
There's no question.
No, it's just a good observation, Regine. I do appreciate it. And it's interesting to watch what comes from the parents and what you can extrapolate from all that, if anything. And there is that interesting sort of nature, nurture. How does it all affect us? But, it's nice to get a little unpacker on Darcy's mom, especially. Know the least about her. It's nice to learn that Charlie's mom, she's uptight, she's strict. But, there's worse moms in this show. And man, moms be holding it down in this universe, except for Darcy's mom, who sucks. Yeah, but, other moms we like.
Moms. And mature subjects. Yeah, the self-harm elements were pretty gnarly. I mean, the starvation, eating disorder seemed like a form of self-harm, as we were talking about prior.
It's definitely a form of self-harm.
And then talking about cutting yourself. Like, that was so... I had a weird... That was one of my forms of self-harm. When I say I used to cut myself a lot. I think actually you can still kind of like see. You can see it right here. All these like scars right there. Yeah. Can you see it, John?
I can see it.
Proof.
I've
proof from long time, like more than a decade ago now. It's been. But
vivid times.
Yeah, those are dark times.
Vivid times.
It lasted for years, and the. It sounds so silly, but fuck it. I used to cut myself, so I could say it.
So I've
earned the right to say it. I was like, is this like a girly thing? It seemed like such a I didn't know other guys who were doing it. You know,
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And
I didn't know any other guys who were doing it.
Yeah, it's more talked about
from
a
girls who were
female
doing it.
perspective. Yeah, that's fair.
And to this day, actually, I don't think I've ever like chatted with another guy who's done it. It's not
And
really,
you know
like,
there
a
are
common subject of
you know
like, yeah.
It's probably very, very common, but less visible, I'm sure.
But yeah, it was like bad. Those were the times where I was like in the psych ward and stuff, and so yeah, like I identify with that, and didn't happen for me till like, oh god, like I was late to the game. I wasn't even like 18. You know, I was like must have been like my early 20s or something. It was like early 20s, I think.
Late teens, early 20s, yeah.
Yeah, Yeah.
Striking out in life.
And I guess the thing is, like, when I knew of people doing it, it was when I was a teenager. So that's why I feel like it was like a late thing for me.
Well, yeah, it's when it becomes this sort of this thing you become either aware of that people do or that you start doing. You know.
Yeah.
A lot of people pick it up in the teenage years.
Yeah, and you know, it would get like concerning though for how, especially because I would do like, there's other ways. I don't want to go like all vivid and graphic here. But there were ways where, you know, I was just like break glass and use glass, and then
safety pins.
Sometimes it would go, yeah. Then you go on
safety pins.
They fucking like when we go over the wrist. The concern was that it could accidentally cut too deep. You know, like.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a dark period. So like hearing him say that, it was like, oh, I get this. I identify with it. And it was this like form of it is like there's variations I've discovered of when to do it. Sometimes it is a cry for help, like you want it to kind of be noticed sometimes, and then other times when it's more of the private matter, it is a form of like control and for at least for me, it was like focusing a pain somewhere, like when the emotional side is too much, then you focus it physically somewhere. And
the distraction, but also the control.
Yeah. One of the many examples of why I got a dark sense of humor.
Well,
and then people think I'm just an insensitive asshole.
It makes you it makes you a badass.
Yeah,
that's what it does.
Badass.
It's not badass.
It does put me back in a mind where I'm like, oh yeah, when I was younger, I knew a lot of people who were like self-harming themselves, and one person ended up in the hospital for ODing on pills, and she was like 18. Yeah, it was just kind of like a whole thing.
It's hard out here.
I guess it's common.
And I mean, you're at some of the most extreme feeling times of your life.
Yeah, and then you reach that like one little period where it's like everyone feels like they're playing a game of tops.
Yeah,
like,
I got better trauma.
Who's the worst trauma?
My life's more fucked up than your life. My life is euphoria.
Judging experience, isn't it?
Yep.
See, every episode.
I've never met a show. The end of the second episode, that second episode, I've never felt such a strong convergence of like, you know, when you're like over the hump and you're like, I've completely uncoupled, but I'm like so impressed, but I'm also just broken.
Yeah,
I'm like, I quit, but also great job.
No, it is. The word visceral gets thrown around a lot, and that is a very visceral feeling.
When he stalked and bludgeoned that guy, I was like, okay, this has pushed me to an edge.
No,
I like ugly art, and this is testing my limits.
No, really? That show, really?
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird what'll do it to you, honestly. But yeah,
You?
yeah.
Mr. Like, human centipede too.
I've seen all 3 human centipedes, but there's something more fantastical. Whereas watching Jacob Elordi like stalk this dude, go to his home, dominate him, and then beat the shit out of him. The guy from Smile too.
It gets lighter. Here on
I'm
out.
sure. Yeah, no, I've learned in the intervening episodes that I've seen how much lighter it can go.
Yeah, I know it's only going to get lighter as it goes.
It's only going to get less fucked. But yes, it's been great. It's been fun.
There is a episode that people told me for a long time, so I'll tell you now.
Okay.
That was like, this is Zendaya's best work. There's a very apparent episode where this is the Zendaya episode.
Okay.
And I don't remember when it is. I think it's in the next season. But it is like, oh shit, this is why. Whenever I see people who are like, why is she so famous? I'm like, I haven't fucking seen her in Euphoria if you're asking that question.
I mean, every second I've seen of her thus far has been like, well, I see why you're so famous because you're acting. I mean, like everyone on the show is good, but like she's in a different strata.
Yeah, no, she's insanely good in that show.
Insane on that show. So I can only imagine. So people talk about Euphoria the way they talk about Star Trek, where they're just like, oh, season 2 episode this, just wait.
Yeah.
Season 1 episode this, just wait. Like,
it's a crazy show.
Yeah, man.
Crazy show.
Really funny show.
Watch time is not strong because you can't show much.
People seemed enthusiastic, and that's I'm happy
were like,
about that.
What are you going to show on Heat of Rivalry? I'm like, we got a bigger challenge.
Yeah, it was like I've never witnessed a more contextual minefield than Euphoria, because every scene you're like, YouTube doesn't quite get context. Some of this is extreme enough that it's obvious. And some of this I'm like, I don't know. It's right on the line. What can we talk about or not talk about?
Oh, it's everything, man.
It's every
It's drugs, violence, sex. It's all of it.
And in every context, with every age.
Yeah, it's really.
It's a mind-bending show.
I remember the first time I watched it, I was even like, "Wow, this is even edgy for HBO."
It's like coming of age Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
it is.
I mean, I think it's more edgy than Game of Thrones.
It is because it's teens doing shit.
Yeah, it's like borderline pornographic.
Borderline, yeah, and then not to mention you have a bunch of attractive young adults playing attractive young not adults who are all riding that real fuzzy line of like, I'm gonna get with this college guy now, or this is a full-grown ass adult.
Wait till you get to the wait till you learn behind the scenes of the show.
And I'm like, I don't know what to root for here.
Wait till you start piecing together why it took years to get season 3 going.
Oh no!
Yeah.
All I know is that Sam Levinson's supposed to be a great guy.
He's a great guy. No problems
and
at all.
A role model. No alcohol required. I'm excited to watch The Idol after this.
Well, guys, leave your thoughts down below.
Yeah, thanks for watching Heartphoria.
We'll
See
be back
you later.
We'll be back closer to the movie for this. Obviously, we really love this show, so we'll be back closer to it. Thank you guys.
Talent L.
Hopefully more of you are understanding than not.
Isaac,
We'll see you guys.
all of it.